What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining. We got another episode of the Breeding Chronicles. So, got a little slight dilemma, but it's cool. I just want to give y'all a perspective of what all goes into this. You know, if you think this is something that you might want to do. Now, I noticed that Afeni was uncomfortable, and the puppies seem to be a little bit distressed. So what we're gonna try to do, we gotta get down here. We're gonna try to convince her that it's a good idea to lick the puppy's booty. Now, she's kind of doing it now that she sees us doing it. She's like, oh, okay, this what needs to happen? Yeah, you gotta get that boo-boo off this puppy, baby. You gotta get that boo-boo off these puppies. Yes, please. Lick them up. Ah, there we go. Look. Yeah, so now. Oh, finally. Thank you. Good girl, Feeny. Good girl. Good girl, yes. Yes. Oh, my goodness, finally. Oh. A lot goes into this. Yes. Yes. Oh, you like the way it tastes now, huh? Good job. Yes. Come on. Keep going. So I haven't been here. I went out. I haven't been in here since earlier. So this is the main puppy that we want to take a lot of time. We really want to spend that extra time with. This is the puppy that we want to pay close attention to. This was the smaller one. So everything when it comes to detail with the puppies, she going first. Everything is first. She's first. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Good job. Now this towelette, oh, this puppy was really constipated. But it's okay. We only got 5 puppies that we gotta. And then I knew sooner or later her maternal instinct would kick in. Because she was doing a lot of digging, I said it's just a matter of time. So let me show her, I'm gonna present this puppy to her so she can see where, yes. And see, it's about working with your dog. You know, you can't be scared to get down here on the floor with the dog in the nest, in the box. You know, I do this with no hesitation. I get down here on my with no hesitation. I got puppy poop all around me. I got puppy pee-peeing in my hand. You know what I mean? But this is the dog life. You know, this dog life right here. And you cannot, it's like if your baby had pooped on you. You know what I mean? Or your baby had pee-peed on you. That's why I have a real close attachment with my puppies too. I'm not gonna just let them go anywhere. You know what I mean? And I'm real very selective about what the dogs end up being home. tell this puppy constipated because you see how the poop doesn't want to come out. He's still pooping as I'm just struggling. So I'm gonna show you with a fresh light. See, she's tensing up. She's trying to poop. She's tensing up. Her whole body is locking up. And then that poop, it just fell on the ground right there, but there's the poop that came out. So this is the only way you would really know this is experience, you know. And I hope that people can see find some value in this, because it's good information. If you don't know, it's little things like this. Yeah, see, she trying to poop. You hear her struggling and grunting. Oh no, let's see. That's better. You hear. Well, they eat so much milk that because they eat so much milk, and she's not licking them clean. Puppy is going back there. There we go. There we go. So the puppy is backed up, see? Now, had you not caught that in this video, you would not know. Or if you did not know, you know what I mean? You might have thought that the dog was done, but that's where this valuable information comes in. So I'm going to tell y'all another tip why I don't mind doing this. All of this handling makes for better pups. The pups is getting my scent, they getting to smell me. One of their first senses to get activated is the smell. One of the last senses to get activated is the sight. So puppies is going to be using their nose, they learn how in the ears. Puppy is one of the last things to get senses to be activated. But the nose, that's how they sense the warmness. So you'll see the puppies, they kind of like wave around and trying to figure out, okay, which direction is mom in? And any nest, any appropriate nest, the temperature near the mom is going to be different than the temperature in the surrounding areas. So the puppy is going to try to like naturally, if I face the puppy this way, you'll see he's going to make his way. We move these towels back out the way. See, he's swinging his head around. I don't know if you can see that. He's swinging his head around. See how he finds. So his first senses to be activated is the nose. And by me handling the puppies all the time, even if I turn them, I'll say, well, I'll do it again. Turn him back this way. He's looking for the heat. He's using his head to find the heat and the smell, his nose. You see, the closer he gets to mom, the warmer it is. It's day 4, so the puppies they eating and digesting well. What's this? Whose puppy is this? Well, there's more. go. Oh wow. Come on, boy. Constipated. And I can feel the puppy tensing up, trying to, as if he's trying to poop. I feel it. You can see it. I don't know if you can see it. I don't know if you can see his body like tensing up. Hey, ooh, it's a rough one. Yeah, he trying to get them. See, he dropping a load, boy. Dropping a load, boy. I gotta drop a load, boy. I ain't pooped in 3-4 hours. Probably supposed to poop more than about 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, I'm sorry. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Get it out, man. Get it out. So it's the little things that make a difference, you know? It's the little things that make a difference. And if you plan on breeding dogs, it's the attention to the details. You know, sticks. No, he ain't done. He's still pushing. Constipated. It felt good, didn't it, boy? I think he might be done. That felt good, didn't it, boy? Yeah. Now let's show you again. Let me show you again. Yeah, so like I was saying, by this close handling, heavy handling, intense handling and association, this is why when you get a puppy from us, when you get one of our dogs, this is why they acclimate to the house so quickly. This is why they train so easily. All this extensive handling builds neurological system. It helps them deal with stress better. It helps them have more courage, and they'll be bolder. They'll be more intelligent than your average dog, or let's not say your average dog, because hopefully your average breeder is doing these steps, is making these steps. Let's say these dogs will have an advantage over a dog that's not handled, and that's proven by science. This is a military-based study where they studied thousands of dogs, and you can research that. It's also on my website, boerboelpuppy.com, if you want to take a look. So we're gonna take the pup, put him on tit, and a little bowl. I like to let him find it. I like to see, who's the one. It's like puppies, all they want to do is poop, eat and poop. Eat and poop. Eat and poop. For the first couple of days. And that's alright. Go ahead, little puppy. Grow up and get big. So we gotta put special attention on her. Cause you see she gets bumped around easy. Okay, so I don't know how long that was, but my work for now is done. That was 18 minutes. And if you're not willing to commit 18 minutes, or you ain't got 18 minutes to commit to your puppies every now and then or every couple hours, then I suggest that you don't get a Boerboel or don't get into breeding, because this got to be something that you love. And now I got another puppy boo-booing again, so I thought I might have been done, but I'm gonna make sure I get that up. I'm gonna get right back to it. Make sure I get that poop out of his butt, because I want the puppies to be going through their nutrition. I want them to be metabolizing their food properly. So, with no hesitation. No hesitation. Thanks, family. Thanks. I appreciate that. I'll be right back. Be right back. See that tail wagging? That's a happy puppy. That is a happy puppy. You see that tail wagging? Them puppies is doing really good. And then I'm gonna show you this too. You can always test out to find out, how much they eating. Are they eating when you're not away? I know we all are not. We got busy lives and children and stuff. But we gonna be involved with the kids. So one of the other things that you can do if you are able to nurse, sit and watch and make sure your puppies have been nursing, is you can visually inspect this abdomen area. So when the dog is lean, and the puppy really should never be lean. When the dog is lean, this area here is not extended, it's more tucked in, right? So you want your puppies to be nice and thick. Now, a visual test for inspection is this is how I do it. I take my two fingers like this and put them right there near the abdomen. And then I'm gonna look at the puppy from this angle. And you see that? I want that, that's exactly how I want it to look. Nice and round and filled out, well filled out right here. So sometimes you'll think that the puppy is nursing when in fact it's not. I come in here or peek in here often. I see her not laying there for the puppies or somewhere else. So I have to help her. I have to show her. She doesn't exactly know how to lay. I had to actually get her situated in this position. And occasionally the puppies will move. They'll move around. Like if she hops up and goes to get water or food, the puppies will go over here or they'll wander, they'll scatter. She doesn't know how that the puppy to just relax, set up in a space that the puppies can find her at. But that's gonna come with experience. This is new. She's gaining experience every day. So by the time that she gets to be ripe into her breeding age, her breeding career, she'll be an experienced veteran breeding female. So it's about. That's why I feel like you don't really have to have a bunch of dogs. I would rather monitor, small. I would rather manage what I can handle, and I don't want to overextend myself. When it gets to be too many dogs, it's not fun anymore. You know, if I can't spend time with each one of my dogs, then it's not fun. It's actually a disservice. So well, you can get two, but not from this litter here. Not from this litter right here. I would like to, I wish I could have some availability here. These puppies was highly anticipated though. Like this was a very carefully planned out mating. So most of the puppies is, well, all the puppies is spoken for. It's just a matter of where they're going. But next litter, we got some exciting litters coming up, and it's not too late. You just gotta join the mailing list on the website, and we can pretty much get them to you anywhere in the world, depending on where you're at and what's I don't know what the situation is with your COVID right now, but that has a lot to do with it, depending upon where you at. Yeah, everything is on my website, but we're gonna be putting a lot more information up on our YouTube, so people can see how this puppy that stimulates the puppy when I rub them. That's important, That's important. Yeah, that's encouraging the puppy to feed. I like to see their tail move. That's a happy puppy. That's a happy puppy. Yeah. See, so I'll remember that. I'll make a note of that. But this puppy seems to be more stimulated. This is a female. This probably will end up with the sire of the litter. She'll probably go with that, the larger female. So we got the larger female, male here. Let's see, who is this? This is the male with the white patch on the chest. Heavy underbody, a lot of pigment, a lot of carbon. That black under the body is preferred in the breed standard. That heavy black pigment is preferred. They say that what happens in South Africa is the dogs will get sunburned, so they don't want them to have liver noses. And this is in the breed standard. I don't know how true that is. I've never been in South Africa. I don't know about dogs getting sunburned on the nose. Sometimes they make stuff up to justify, their preferences. And that's cool too. But so with this guy right here, we're gonna follow him. I think he's the smaller of the three males. We'll call this one Sean. This puppy right here is the smallest female, fighting this pup. Then we got the monsters. I'm thinking of this puppy right here. Probably my preferred puppy. I really like the way that he's gonna be a deep red. The markings. This kind of reminds me of Rubenstein. If you're familiar with Mess Rubenstein, I don't know how those dogs looked when they first came out, but he also got a white chest. He got some relation to Rubenstein through Cairo on the father's side. The mom is a pure exotic. Then finally, we got, I don't know who's the bigger between these two. Maybe I should go get the scale and weigh them in. This is the puppy that we was able to catch coming out on the live birth. That's on the Instagram. And then this puppy right here is one of the larger ones. This is another one of those monster puppies that look like you're straight up out the land of the giants. I like to see this in the Boerboels with this white on the chest with the heavy black underbody. I can see that in a lot of the different Iceberg dogs. It's a reoccurring thing. So maybe that might be something. Yeah, so like I was saying, with these puppies, if you go back and look at a lot of the Iceberg dogs, if you do your research, that's Ysterberg. If you look at some of the dogs like Glanwin, Mandela, Mauser, Iceberg, Oliver Twist, to name off the top of my head, Benji, I'm not sure. He has that white blaze up the chest. I'm sorry. Hey. Relax. Yeah. Oh, and I know what you want, boy. You want to get back over there and finish eating. You want to get over there and eat. Let's go. Go ahead. To groom. Now he's happy. See the tail? Now he's happy. So he's probably gonna be one of the bigger pups. This guy's looking really handsome. Now, so you see the puppy over here to the left is full, but the temperature over there is probably not ideal. So they need to be warm, and that's why I pile them up on top of each other. And what they'll do is they'll just keep on circling and swimming on top of each other, kind of like until they get comfortable. So when that happens, I know that they're warm though, eventually. And I got it. I had a shout out to Top Tier. He had made a recommendation. I had the puppies. It got a little chilly here in Cleveland, and down to the 40s. So I had the red heat lamp up. It's 250 watts. He made a suggestion change to the white light. But so I went ahead, switched it out. Puppies is way more comfortable. Because of that. I don't have any heat on in here other than the heat lamp, and that's pretty much all you need. Because the idea is not really to heat the room up so much, so to speak, but you want to break the chill and keep the puppies at a ideal temperature. You want to break the chill where the puppies is not able to get cool from a draft blowing over their bodies. Cause see what that'll do is really quickly. Just imagine if you got a bottle and you take it outside and the wind is blowing a lot. Well, it won't take long if the temperature is below freezing for the bottle to freeze, because that wind is blowing over there and the temperature around it is constant, low, consistently low, lower than the temperature of the water inside of the bottle, and that will cause it to freeze rapidly. So kind of compare that to the puppy. The situation with the puppy is not like freezing, but it's the ideal temperature range. And what happens is if you got a drafty room or a drafty area like a basement or a barn or somewhere where windows and the temperature is not ideal, that draft, it could be a mild draft, blowing over, washing over the puppies, will really take their temperature down, because they need to be able to go on top of each other and change positions in order to radiate that body heat. So, one puppy under the bottom is naturally going to see how they kind of like all get close by. What is it? This puppy is one or two of these puppies. I'm sure is not on the tit. I know for a fact that this one is not. But he's trying to get comfortable. He's full now, so he's trying to rest. So he rests on top of the other puppies, and it's kind of the way that they were inside of the wound. So that's another tip if you trying to keep your puppies, if you're trying to figure out, how the puppies should be, where the proper placement or position that they should be in for neonates. They should be on top of each other, or like in a little ball, away from the walls. We had installed the bumpers to keep mom, because she didn't know how to position herself. We installed the bumpers to keep mom from smashing the puppies up against the wall. So over there is a deadly zone that close against that wall. But I got the puppies, the carpet there, where the carpet ends there. There's another tip. Always, I highly suggest not using bedding. And one of the reasons that you don't want to use the bedding is it's got fine dust particles. I'm going to tell you something that is an absolute no-no, and that's using the pine cedar chips for neonates. People think that the cedar chips may be ideal, it's aromatic, and the puppies tend to have quite a bit of odor. If you use the cedar wood, it says bedding, it says animals, you think, oh, this smells good, and it's gonna be good for my dogs. Wrong. The cedar wood is toxic for one. That's why parasites don't like it. It has a level of toxicity. Now, I'm sure some people will say, I've used the cedar chips before, I had no problem. But just because your dog didn't die doesn't mean that it didn't suffer any damage. Okay? And I don't want my puppies suffering any damage. So I don't want them to be contaminated or toxified in any type of way. I want to give them a best start in life. So the cedar chips is an absolute no-no. Later on, when the puppies get to a certain age, they'll start pooping on their own. Mom isn't cleaning up like she should be. She would not be. Or normally, when they start pooping on their own, eating dog food on their own, mom starts tending cleaning up behind them less. That is a situation where it's appropriate to institute. My preference is straw. But it's important to have padded footing down for a couple reasons. If your puppy doesn't have this padding down, right, then if you put them on a smooth surface, right, what happens is they can't move around as good. You see how I put the puppy down and he can get his grip. He's almost walking at 4 days old. He's not standing up, but they can maneuver. Now, if this was a smooth surface, this puppy's paws and pads, they'll just slide. And they'll just slide. So, you don't want that. Then, what could be affected by the puppy, because his arms are spread out this way, his body will begin to develop that way. And that's where you have a swimmer puppy syndrome. You can look it up. And the swimmer puppy syndrome is bad. The puppy is negatively impacted. I don't know for how long is it going to be that way, or if it's permanently. But like I said, I don't want my puppies to be negatively infected in any way. So I got this padding down with the carpet with the padding. It's my preferred. I don't know if anybody have a better treatment for their puppies and stuff. You can leave it in the comments if you got a better treatment. But right now, I'm saying that this has been working for me, and it's been almost like a flawless. So that's a quick tip. Now, another thing that you don't want to have is your puppies on any form of concrete. Concrete is the worst for puppies. And I'll say this because, and I'm highly against concrete for dogs. Period. I think it's horrible for the joints. I don't like to run on the concrete. So, and I'm thinking to myself as a dog, a Boerboel, I don't want the Boerboels running on the concrete. I know that's got to be bad on their joints. That's gotta be bad over time on their hips. The dog is, just like us, and I always put myself in the dog's paws, and I don't want the dog to suffer anyway, So I try not to. I prefer to run the dogs on the grass. I don't want to even run the dogs on the walk the dogs on concrete. That's how much I would. It's unfortunate. I don't have a choice, and I'm not saying I'm not taking my dogs out if I gotta walk them on the concrete. Realistically speaking. But what I will do say is I don't want my puppies laying on it because concrete also tends to draw the heat out of the puppy. It's almost like a magnet for heat. So like concrete, if you think about concrete out in the sun, it has like absorptive properties. I don't know. It'll warm up as if it's been sitting out in the sun all day, and then when the sun sets, the concrete will still be hot. So what it also does that is inherently cold, and it's really now. This is what I like to see. Everybody pay attention to this right here. You see this? This puppy is growing before your very eyes. That puppy there also was doing it a little bit, but that puppy is growing before your eyes. I've always seen this, and it's like puppies are growing literally by the minute, and that is it happening before your eyes. It's like they're stretching out, they're getting bigger. Because if I come back in here tomorrow, I guarantee you this puppy is going to be heavier than it was today, or it should be. Where does that happen? Yeah, that puppy is growing right before your eyes. I'm glad y'all got a chance to see that. Sometimes people may be concerned or wonder, how, and I don't blame them. A lot of times when you're raising puppies, they are like your babies, so it is a lot of reason to be concerned. Whoa. Everybody, I'm glad y'all enjoying this. I hope that it's valuable info. I can't see the camera. I'm just sitting right here and run back with it. But if it's some good information, and if it helps, just let me know in the comments. Fill me in. What I should do next. What should be the next video? Because I want to help. I feel like if I had some help, I reached out to people on the message boards and like on Facebook before Facebook, and people was really mean. I ain't gonna say they was mean. Let's say that they didn't. Some people might say they was mean, but it's a better word for it than mean. They weren't very willing to share their information, and I think that ended up costing me some dogs to suffer. So I don't want that to happen to nobody. So if I can help in any way, why not? I have people help me. If it wasn't for my mentors that got me on the right path in the right direction with the dogs, then I wouldn't be had the success that I had. So I want to help. And if it's any other tips, now this dude right here is just gonna be a monster. I said that earlier. Remember though? I said this probably gonna be the biggest puppy. And you see, he's just like everybody else is kind of relaxed. Nobody else has the. Let me see if this puppy on one. Nope, he wasn't on one. This was the more handsome dog. Remember that my prediction is gonna be, this is the more handsome dog, and this is the more larger dog. This dog is gonna be more massive. Now, here we got a puppy that's creeping off to the side. This tends to happen. This is why you need to be hands-on, because you can easily lose a puppy if it gets smashed up against the wall. Mom will get up to go use the bathroom or whatever, or get some water, and to come out. When she comes back, I have all the puppies in the pile like this. That way she don't have to look for them. They're not scattered. Because they're sometimes, you know, they still are newborns, neonates. They only 3 or 4 days old. So what'll happen is they'll switch directions. Their radar system is not advanced. So what'll happen is they'll get mixed up and they're not able to exactly find out where they at. And you'll have one puppy over here, one puppy over there, and that confuses mom, that stresses mom out. And remember, the idea, the best situation is the less stress situation. So I hope y'all enjoyed the video. See how she popped up. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. You know, if y'all got tips, if y'all got ideas or stuff, more stuff y'all want me to talk about, let me know. You know, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to visit the website. Thanks for joining. Most of all, I really appreciate every single one of y'all for tuning in. And when I have more time, I'm going to definitely be jumping on more often. All right, y'all. Peace. I'm out. I got to go get me something to eat.